Today I'm talking about the mental health problems here in Colorado, and it starts with the United States government with Ronald Reagan back in the 80s, where he didn't want to pay for mental health facilities, so he cut funding for state hospitals, and they've shut down several hospitals, state hospitals, and there's been like at least two in Colorado that they shut down because they didn't want Ronald Reagan didn't want to pay for it, and it's like if you're have a mental health problem, it's like impossible to get any kind of assistance anywhere, even if you do or do not have insurance. Like with me, I didn't have insurance, and I went to the mental health program run by the government in Fort Collins, and I said I was depressed, and they said that they would not help me because I didn't have insurance, and even if I did have insurance, they still wouldn't help me. So then years later, I went to um, the state government ran or the state ran program in Aurora, and they said that they would refuse to help me even though I was depressed and thinking about suicide. And it's like, what are you supposed to do when you feel depressed? And then, since I'm disabled, I live in a group home, like not a group home, but a kind of like an assisted living place. And the people that like caseworkers and stuff, like I had a caseworker that said they did not want me calling the depression hotline, even though it's free, and I don't see what the problem was. I was just trying to talk to somebody, and they said nope. But it's like it's so hard if you have a mental health problems because people don't want to give you a chance to do anything. I used to get, or I get migraines a lot, and I lost financial aid because I was getting a lot of migraines, and I had a teacher that flunked people one semester just because they wanted to flunk somebody, and I was that person that they wanted to flunk. So I had to leave school, and I was trying to. It's even in job interviews when I go to apply for a job that I physically could do, and because I got medical problems that most employees don't want to give me a chance to do anything. It's like I go to an interview. If I'm lucky enough to get an interview, all I hear from every single place is, "We'll call you later." And when you call back, they always say, "We hired somebody," and it's no one wants to give you a chance, especially if you have mental health problems. So it's like, what are you supposed to do for a job? You're only supposed to be stuck on Social Security, disability, whatever. You can't go to school because they like stuff, and it's how do you get a job that you want? It's like people don't want to give you a chance, and where are you supposed to get help at? What are we? Then there's thousands of suicides in just Colorado alone in every year, and um, there should be more like assistance somewhere else. It's like since the state doesn't want to do anything, or the United States government doesn't want to do anything, then there should be some other programs available than like nonprofit stuff, like fundraising stuff. There should be something where people that are having mental health problems could go to get help, but instead these people would rather them live on the streets. Like Ronald Reagan, when they shut down the state hospitals, they sent lots of them to the street and said, "Good luck." And these are people that cannot take care of themselves. I'm like, what are you going to do? They're going to. I'm not sure how many did die, but if they have mental health problems, then they're going to be kicked to the street because a president didn't want to pay for it. And they can't get a job, but just like one rotating thing that it's like a cycle where there's no way to get out of it, and all that you could do is like go to jail. How is sending someone with mental health problems to jail for being depressed or schizophrenic, that's not going to help anything. That's just going to make them people not want to say anything to anybody because they're scared of they're gonna if they say that they're seeing something or that they're depressed that they're going to be sent to jail. And it's and that's not very helpful. So that's sending someone to jail because they're um, last I heard, being depressed is not a crime. Having mental health issues like mental illness is not a crime. So why does everybody think that it's okay to send people to jail for being mentally ill? In Fort Collins, they realized that that was an issue, and they wanted to they decided to make a mental health part of the jail. But the taxpayers said no. They wanted to build a work release instead. So there's another thing where it's like there is no way for anybody to get help anywhere. So people need to, like, non-government issues, since the government's not doing anything, then there needs to be more, like, churches and other um, programs to be available, because what else is there? What else is there?